We are live, I think. Hello everybody and welcome to another live stream, the first one on the channel in quite a while. And today for the stream, I'm basically just going to be having like a casual just hangout stream. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I kind of want to catch up with you guys, and I'm also going to be doing a Q&A. Originally, one of my 4,000 subscriber specials was going to be a Q&A, and I filmed it, but I wasn't proud of it. I really think that for me, doing Q&As are just a lot better live. I have 3 viewers and a like. Welcome, Plushyrama. Yeah, as you can see, I have quite a few cars here, because when I'm doing a live stream, I always like having something else to do. I don't just like sitting around and doing nothing. So I just like scavenged through my room for about 20 minutes and found every like custom car I had previously started work on in a live stream over the summer and still hadn't finished. So we have all of these here that I'm just going to be casually working on throughout the stream. We have some 155 scale cars. We have a ton of minis. And throughout the stream, I'll just be cycling through which ones of these I'm working on. So, I don't know where to start. I guess I should explain what the customs here are. Let's see. So, these first two guys you might recognize as my Doc Hudson and Chick Hicks Racing Academy students that I made back in 2018, based off of Cars Race-O-Rama. At the time, I didn't have 2 cars of the Bobby model, which is what I was hoping to use, so I used the brick model instead, and they are not looking too good. I don't think they ever look too good, quite frankly. These two are going to be repurposed. No, forget, I may as well just say what they're going to be repurposed into. They are going to be made into some Redline agents, as is this spare Sterling here. With Roderick Redline coming back in Cars Adventures, I need some more Redline agents. Of course, the idea is that the Redline agents were, if you've seen the first Redline, you know, they used to be Chrome agents that were brainwashed by Rod. And in the credit scene of that movie, you see that he gets to Chick Hicks, and now you see in the most recent Cars Adventure season, yeah, Chick is now working for Rod as like his second in command. So sort of the idea for that was that after he took over, after he like brainwashed Chick and made him one of his soldiers, he did the same to some other racers that Chick Hicks was training. So some of the background Redline agents are gonna be they're gonna be wait, what was I saying? Yeah, they're gonna be racer repaints. We also have Heyday Jr. here from the NASCAR 5-pack, who I'm gonna be repainting as just a background like Thomasville civilian. We have Fabulous, who I started work on over the summer, just redoing him. We have the Redline pickup, base patrol, and where's the third guy? The Pity here. Now, I believe the Pity dies in Redline. Yeah, I miss Blue Collection, man. So now he's going to be a different number. I have another Guido here. This was the Gold Award Guido from the original version of the Ties Diecast Awards, which was not made for 2020. Then when I brought it back for 2021, I didn't use this. But this Gold Guido is going to become another Redline Pity. Who else we got? Oh, those are all the 155 scale guys. We got this guy back here. This is the original Nomad from Cars Adventures, who I only brought as a point of reference, because of this guy right here. This is a mini I'm working on using Sig Alert of the original Nomad from Cars Adventures. There's not a Redline 2, but I'm working on a Cars Adventures movie. If you've been keeping up with Cars Adventures, Rod recently has sort of returned. I'll also have Giuseppe Aguilo here. Just say why not. Just cause. Just in case I work on this mini. By the way, if this background seems different, I'm not in my own house. I'm not in my own house. I'm not. This is my grandparents' house. They're gone for like a month. They're on vacation. So I'm live streaming from here. Oh, also we have Fillmore. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Let's go through the No Eyes Redline guys. This one just doesn't finish. They just don't have eyes yet. Eyes are usually one of the last things I do. But you know what? Let's forget it. Let's go over what some of these minis are, I guess. Originally, I planned to do a bunch of... I planned to do this huge video reviewing all my mini customs. I never ended up doing that. You know what? I'm still not gonna reveal what all the mini customs are, actually. 2021 Diecast Awards. I'm not sure. I have all the responses there. It's just a matter of making the video. With the iceberg video, a lot of other things I was working on had to be sort of postponed or just kind of got forgotten about. Now that that's finally done, I can make some other stuff. So Diecast Awards, if people want to see it, I will make it because I did the whole poll and everything. Do I have any of the Cars Lego sets? I have. I've got a bunch, yeah. Yeah, I had quite a few back in the day. Absolutely love them. Yeah. I'll put all the minis away. And I'll figure out what to do. I think I'm going to do the Redline agent first. Maybe. I don't know what highlight colors to make. That is a little Fillmore. Hold on. I'm going to go back, guys. And I'm getting a lot of comments. So I'm just going to go back and try to answer them a bit. Answer some of them. Let's see what we got. All right. Yeah, the 2022 cars are showing up in Canada, I've heard, yeah. Yeah, this is my grandparents' house. I film here all the time. Their basement was where, like, they were on vacation last year in May and June, and I filmed, like, 80% of the Ties Cars 4 in their house, so, yeah. A little known fact. The gray hoodie playing Just Dance. Well, I'm wearing that exact hoodie right now, so... If I could have any character made into a diecast, what would it be? The spark plug monsters, the things that shoot in McQueen's Dynaco Daydream. Favorite character from Planes, Fire, and Rescue? It's time for me to confess to being a fake Cars fan. I've only seen Planes, Fire, and Rescue once, ever, in like 2017. But... it did have some good characters. Cad Spinner, what a legend, man. What a legend. Oh, Plush Trap is back with a new identity. Golden Dog statue. I made my own custom of that I had that for a little while without even realizing it was in Cars 3. Yo, is that Drift King Reviews giveaway? The amount of alt accounts Drift King has made, I'm really starting to get a little scared. Boss on the roof. Yeah, man, come on. I need to get a diecast of Cad Spinner. Cad Spinner, if he were in Cars Adventures, that would be, like, legendary, man. I think he works so well with my sense of humor. I think Cad Spinner would go really well with, like, my sense of humor. Okay, guys, we're gonna start work on one of these customs. Which of these should we do first, Rip? Let's see. I have so many. I don't know which one to work on first. This guy's done. We could do the Redline agents for these 3. That's probably what I should do, actually. Let's start work on a new Redline agent. Let's do that. Alright, first ever racer. I don't have a tie with me now. That was fabulous. You were seeing the one that looks like him. First ever racer. It's okay. Do you know how many Sterlings I have? I have like 8. It's all good. This isn't my original Sterling. Okay. Favorite mini. There are so many at this point, and some of them are so impressive nowadays. Okay, this is not... Okay, maybe we should use the regular size black marker instead. It's okay. Yeah. Okay, you know, I think maybe using the other... Yeah, I saw that on your community post. I have been able to... If you take off the... Like, I've taken off spoilers for Tim Treadless model cars to make customs, but never Jackson. I've taken Jackson spoilers off, but I can never get them back on. On the road diecasts, I assume they'll be folded into the main line, which is probably why we haven't had many new cars this year. They're probably saving them all for later on in the year when On the Road comes out. At least that's my theory. I'd assume they'll be part of the main line. Even though it's a show, you know, in the past, Cars Tunes, which is basically a show, had its cars not as part of the main line. I think On the Road will be part of the main line in addition to the cars we're already getting. So Made in Thailand is my theory. Switcher from the Cars book. I don't remember who that is. Yeah, I saw the new 5-pack. It's nice to have Bubba back. I didn't realize how expensive he was. I'm very glad he's back. I've had him since he first came out, but I'm really glad he is. Subway Surfers. I played Subway Surfers when I was younger in like 2014 maybe. Interesting for Beach Racer McQueen. I used to have a McQueen based off of Race-O-Rama, but I don't remember. It's like the wrong one. It's a better color, coral green or sea foam. I'd have to see the difference between coral green and sea foam, quite frankly. I think RS All-Stars will be the line. The cars on the road diecast. I don't know. RS All-Stars just seems like some promotional thing they're doing on their YouTube channel. You know how last year the marketing for cars was like, join Team 95? I think their marketing this year is just going to call things Radiator Springs All-Stars. Just like on the posters. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's just like a marketing gimmick. Just like a tagline. Yeah, I have Bubba, but I never realized how rare he was. He and Ed Trunken still hasn't been re-released. Like, what's up? What is up with that? Where's Ed Trunken, man? One release, 2017. I don't get it. That's weird. That's a weird car to not re-release. Think about how oversaturated the Cars toy line has been for the past 5 years now with all the next gens. Like, dude. Where's Ed? Bubba being back is nice. Maddie being back, in my opinion, is super unnecessary. I'm planning on doing a video. I think I did a community tab. Bruce Miller hasn't been released as a single, but he's been out in other multi-packs. But, sorry, I'm shaking my marker to get it to work. I've had this one for like 5 years now. I should probably replace it. I think I even put up a community post asking you guys, like, what cars shouldn't be released as frequently as they are. Because I want to do a thing on that. And Maddie is definitely up there. It was going to be a top 10 list. Maddie is definitely one of those cars who just... We're glitching out there. Cars 3 McQueen being in that pack is nice because we usually get Rusty's McQueen in the packs. But Ryan Inside Laney, do we really need more Ryan Inside Laney? He might be the most, like, ridiculously re-released cars. I actually, Cars 2, the video game, is probably my favorite of the Cars games. It's actually the only one I don't own, so I don't have any of the DLC. I used to rent it from my library, and the library copy did not have all the DLC. Thank you. Sorry for the glitching there, by the way. This looks really bad right now. It's okay. We'll fix it. I have another black marker, but it's at my house because I'm not filming in my house. Well, Bruce Miller was not made in 2019. That was, that was Winford. Yeah, Race-O-Rama, I never finished Race-O-Rama. I have to finish playing Race-O-Rama. I beat Mater National in like 2 days. Mater National is my least favorite, I think. It's the story is so rushed and it's like so unnecessarily condensed compared to the first Cars video game. That took me like a month to beat, man. Yeah, the Customs Disney docket has been receiving of the fastest lightning cars. I'm glad somebody out there made those. I think those are really cool. One Cars video game podcast, which game would it be? I think it's probably your best bet. I just want to die count Satchel. Thank you. Inverted rain. Fastest lightning. Okay, fastest lightning car wash pity. That's a really cool custom. I should make that. Or Drift King. Right. Yes, I'm sorry. CC's Pizza. It was totally not another alt account of Drift King review. Drift King, you have such a easy to identify style of humor that makes it quite easy to tell when somebody is actually just you. I have Night Vision McQueen. I got him back in like 2009. Yeah, I've just never reviewed him. I'm pretty sure he's pretty rare. A lot of those manders are more expensive, definitely. The concept of like, it depends on how much money you would consider a rare diecast, you know. But he's not really one I've looked into much, but I think so. He's up there. That's a deep cut, Dino. Don't tell Aquaman. Don't make this a habit, man. That was a deep cut. Good. I applaud you for how obscure of a reference that is to my channel. Does this make it better? Something's wrong. Yeah, my mic is apparently glitching. It might just be where I am. Need a cut between Rock Hudson. Well, didn't I name the Hudson Hornet that appears in Task Force 4? Isn't his name Rock Hudson? I think I called him the Rock. All right, gonna start repainting the Junior Moon here. Just gonna be a background character in Cars Adventures or whatever else. That is really dark blue. That is way dark blue. Okay. Just leave him back there. Start working on another one, I guess. Let's get back to the red line. I really don't like this guy. I don't think he'll show up when I continue like the red line story. Maybe he'll just cameo. I really don't like a lot of the red line character designs. Like I fixed this to make it look better, but I can't see a sheriff as anything but sheriff is my problem. An antique store was selling a car for above retail price. That is uncommon. Who's next? What do we do next? Drift King, who's totally not Drift King. I hope you know that you're just bugging some poor, probably unpaid intern with your strange Cars fan art for a gas station or whatever that is. It's okay. You're probably the most entertaining part of their day at this point, to be honest. Yes, they probably respond to all their comments that way, man. I'm sorry, but the relationship you think you have is unfortunately fraudulent. They're just doing it to be nice. That's why they liked your photos. For those of you who can't tell, I'm sorry, I was painting this off screen, but I'm working on this guy now. All right. Guys, I'm sorry. This is just a lesson to me to not live stream in a different house. I'm not in my house, a Piston 11. That's the greatest plot twist of all time. This is not my house. You've been tricked, you've been duped, you've been bamboozled. I'm sorry if you feel betrayed, but this is not my house. Good, Rusty's 95. I was getting very concerned for your financial state. It's more of a black hoodie than a gray hoodie. I'm taking it from experience because I'm wearing it right now. Welcome, Cars Ignite. This is my old Racerama Racing Academy student. Its time has come. I just don't need it anymore. All right. All right, that one is, the first coat on that is done. Let's do a mini next. I have just so many minis in this bag over here. I don't really know where to start. So many of them are like half done too. Single release of NASCAR Cruise. I don't know. The strange thing is that its box didn't label it as exclusive of in any way. So I'd say its chances are higher than some other cars out there. Like, it's not impossible. But if it gets re-released, then does that mean it has the new type of wheels? Is that like, you know? Most of these minis are almost done that I have. So let's continue work on this guy. This is the original Nomad from Cars Adventures, who appeared in like one episode, the Nomad flashback episode. I have a Nomad mini custom done, so I thought this would be a cool one to do using a spare Sigil art. It's all these Sharpie paint pens is what I use. Purple or orange? I was doing blue, Cars Ignite. I just thought it would be... I thought blue would be nice. I've done a lot of orange or purple customs in the past. I mean, I've done a lot of blue too, but he's going to be a Thomasville background character, and my only other Thomasville background character custom is that orange Hudson Hornet from Cars 4, so I'm going to make him a bit different. Now, I highly doubt a NASCAR cowl. I mean, if you look, all of the NASCAR cars they've done have been next gen, so. Alright, the silver is running out. The white Sharpie ones are pretty difficult. White paint, when used like that, like a white paint pen, is just a total pain, honestly. Okay, hold up. Tammy Whitson is out here sending me the entire "Would You Like to Buy an O" song from 70s Sesame Street. That's a deep cut I highly respect. Yeah, I get it. The NASCAR series being disappointing. I understand. Some of them, a lot of them are really cool in my opinion. I really like almost all of them, but some are a little disappointing to me. I think it's definitely better than like the XRS series though. Sorry, XRS. I love the mud racers. I love the drag racers. I don't really like the rocket racers, but you already knew that. Yeah, I was at Walmart yesterday. I haven't seen the NASCAR car since August, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's really disappointing. The Angry Birds Hot Wheels, I do. I got the one for red. If you're talking about like I don't know if they've done them more recently, but like the original Angry Birds Hot Wheels, I have the one for red. I don't have it with me because I'm not in my own house. Soapy made her mini pack. Very nice. I have all the minis from the most recent wave aside from that Miss Fritter pack. Ruby Easy Oaks Pity 2-pack for $20. And said you got the rubber tires Ruby and the 09 version of the Pity. Huh. Well, I mean, technically you still pretty much got Ruby and the Pity. I mean, you got the You got the non-rubber tires. I mean, you got the rubber tires version, but... Well, I mean, I wouldn't review it because it's not Cars. Also, I think I still have it, but, like... I don't really have a need to review that. I mean, it's a car. I don't... People ask me a lot about Hot Wheels. Never really into Hot Wheels. The thing about me is I'm not like a car guy, like a real world car guy. I just like the Disney movie. I had quite a few Hot Wheels. I still do have quite a few Hot Wheels. I'm not like a Hot Wheels collector. Eric and... No. I'm just going to be using the NASCAR racers I have for now. Maybe eventually I'll introduce Eric, but... I think this is my first time showing this custom in a video, I think. It's being very secretive with a lot of my mini customs for quite a while. Didn't want to let anybody know about a lot of them. I think Sigler was a pretty good pick for this character. The original one I have is this just like cheap plastic car that's like pretty much in 1/55 scale that I've had for years. I threw it outside. I stepped on it a few times. I think I ran it over with like a couple things. I'm pretty sure I hit it with a bat. Because like I had to make it look, I had to make it look beaten up. And it very much is. Obviously. It was like, it was pretty hot for a while. At first. Guys, we have the infamous T2 Reviews live stream staple, the low battery warning. Can we have a round of applause, please, for low batteries? Let's get that plugged in there. I don't have a charger with me. I just have the adapter cord that plugs into my laptop, so we're going to be siphoning energy. We're going to be siphoning power from my laptop into my phone. Like a vampire. I am a obscure Muppets history buff. Little known fact. Little known fact. Oh, everyone's clapping. Thanks, guys. Wow. We're getting a round of applause. Yo, guys, my laptop was just on 0% and then it died. So now, check this out. We're doing some like gymnastics over here. Okay, I'm plugging in my laptop so that I can plug in my phone. I dropped the charger. What a stream, right? Hold on. You guys know it can't be a stream without charger gymnastics. I swear, if the charger doesn't reach far enough, I'm going to scream. It reached far enough. No screaming today. Okay, cool. All right. We're back. We're back in business. We're back. That's where we are. Okay, well, iceberg episode. It's not going to be a series. But if I do like an addendum to the iceberg, I don't know. I mean, there's a lavatory services truck in cars too. So. Funny how I spent quite a while working on a Cars Adventures talk show cruise custom, only for her to stop using it in Cars Adventures as of this season, right? This custom needs some more coats of yellow, though. Oh, it is going to be difficult to go over that Dynaco writing. Okay. It's kind of like ingrained onto the car. So maybe that's not the best choice, but I worked pretty hard on this. But I have a Rusty's Cruise Mini now. Maybe I should turn that into this version of Cruise and make this into Lightning Cup Cruise. The sheriff is on a pool float. Yeah, that's a pretty that's got to sustain that has got to be able to sustain quite a lot of weight. All right, let's work on Fabulous next. Fabulous thing with him is I just started working on him just because I hadn't in years and I wanted to update him. I don't remember if my plan originally was to keep him with the same decal or to update his design, but either way, we're repainting him. My silver has been running out for like a year. Darn American Roads guy, the double-decker bus is still hanging out. He appeared pretty recently. Gonna get an extra McQueen. Caught up Junior to do as a joke. I actually have some spare wheels laying around from past customs. There might literally be one in my bag with the markers in it. Like, Backy Jr. might be with me right now. I don't believe he is. No, but that's a pretty good one. I like that. Drift King Reviewer, welcome to the stream for the first time. This is your first time showing up on this stream. I'm winking now, you just can't tell. Yeah, the silver is getting painful to use. Probably time to get a new silver, honestly. I brought all these minis to repaint, but like, I don't really think. I mean, most of them I was to done most more. Oh no! I messed up the window. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close, guys. I was gonna. Oh wait, I could smear it off. Okay, good. The paint's not dry yet. Okay, come on, get off. Oh wait, now I'm making it worse. Oh man. All right. There we go. It's pretty much gone. Cars Randomness, Your Randomness, yes. So I did Cars Adventures, Your Adventures. I like the concept of a Cars Randomness featuring viewer submissions. I'm not sure. It's not really a video I plan on doing, but I like the concept. With Cars Randomness 15 coming up soon, I think that might be a good way to celebrate it. Currently I'm just repainting this Heyday Junior Moon just into a background character that I'll use for Cars Adventures or somewhere. Also making some new Redline agents, which are these guys back here, and the Sterling, which we'll start work on soon. What I think I'm going to do, if I can find a Marlin Clutches McKay before I have to make Cars Adventures the movie, then I'll replace this guy with Marlin as Redline Base Patrol and paint him in the same way as him. I just really don't like this. I don't like this. Same with these pitties. I think maybe I'll buy some spare millies and make them into Redline pitties. As for the Redline pickup, I think Smokey is okay to use. I think he's fine compared to the other guys. This live stream is... Hold on a second. This live stream is far larger than me. Two red, two line would actually... If I were to make a red line 2 that was truly a red line 2, you know I'd call it 2 red, 2 line. Favorite running gag in Cars Randomness? There aren't many running gags in Cars Randomness. Little Fillmore in a Big World. I thought everyone was going to hate it when I first did it. I thought everyone was going to despise it and be like, Ty, why is like half the video you saying that, man? And everybody loved it. To the point where it's kind of annoying me, because now when I post to Cars Randomness, all the comments are just people quoting Little Fillmore in a Big World. There aren't any jokes in Cars Randomness, though, but I like the constant stream of strange XRS series that I've come up with. Welcome, Cars Sheep, to the live stream. Your first time on one of these live streams. Welcome. Yeah, I really like the Little Fillmore jingle, at least. That's like my favorite part of it. That unironically gets stuck in my head. I don't like the fact that several of my own songs I've made for videos have gotten stuck in my head at several points. Okay, Piston 11, I really like that idea. I actually really like this idea, but I'm not sure if I go through with it. At least not now, but I really like that concept. The Mater is everyone theory. Yeah, I considered doing some more like joke entries on the iceberg, but at the end of the day, I decided to play it mainly pretty serious in terms of what I discussed. Did you watch Hamilton for school? Like live or just like the Disney Plus cut? Hamilton was impossible to get tickets to. Probably still is. I don't know. I never got into it. Make the Racers versus Pitties into a full series. That kind of, in my opinion, it kind of ruins the joke. I've had, I think the Piston 11 has asked me in the past to make the like Cars Adventures April Fool's Day specials into a full series, and as good of an idea that is, if I were to make it into a full series, I feel like it just makes it not as funny or not as unique. I try not to run my running jokes into the ground. I have a very detailed plan for Cars Adventures in the movie. Keep watching this season and you will see. Shameless plug. Long ago, the Pitties and Racers lived in peace. Everything changed when the Pitty Nation attacked. What time is it for me? That's a good question. It's 2:41. It's 2:41 p.m. Thank you. Time zones are weird. The Mater is everyone theory is just a running joke from an earlier live stream. It's not like a legit fan theory. Let's start work. I don't know what highlight color. Let me see real quick. Let me just look and see what color I haven't done for Redline Agent Sterling repaints yet. By the way, for those of you wondering why the Redline agents for Sterling, he was the only normal generic looking civilian car out back in 2018 when I was making Redline. That's why. And I think it looks good. I think they look very nice. But Cars Adventures the movie won't be using voice actors. The original Redline did. BGM Studios voiced he voiced the head Redline agent. Disney Cars Enthusiast Beatles Art at the time voiced Patrick Pace, but since Cars Adventures doesn't use voice actors, I won't be using them for this. For Cars Adventures the movie. Alright, I don't think there's been a Redline agent with yellow highlights yet, so let's do that. I think that's cool. Alright, let's start work on him. Goodbye, Sterling. You're not Sterling anymore, Sterling. Oh, is Sterling just a pun on the fact that he's silver? Did everybody else know that and I'm just stupid? That makes sense, right? Right? Is that... You never realized that. Okay, I'm not alone. Thank you, Purple Toad. I'd assume that's all it is. I haven't found 2022 color changer Sally yet. Hopefully soon, though. My stores are getting some color changers in as of late. So maybe we'll see her, hopefully, soon. Don't ask me why there's tape on the table here. Again, this is not my house. did see Encanto. I gotta say, I didn't like it as much as I hoped I would have. But I think if I were to rewatch it, I'd like it a lot more. Soundtrack was great though. I did like it, but it's compared to some of the other more recent Disney movies, it's not my favorite. But I really like it. Like I really liked a lot of the other more recent Disney movies. I didn't like it as much as most other people probably. I feel like I was just kind of missing something, and I feel bad because I really wanted to like it. I didn't like it as much as I hoped I would have. Most of the other stuff I've seen that Lin-Manuel Miranda has done the music for, I honestly prefer most of it to that. I really liked the movie adaptation of what was it? Of In the Heights. Tick Tick Boom directed. That was probably honestly I think that was probably one of my favorite movies I saw last year. That was a Netflix movie with Andrew Garfield based off of a musical, basically a musical, right? But like no, I think the animation in Encanto was great. Like it's up to par with the rest of it. I like the character designs definitely. I don't think it looked cheap, but I The Greatest Showman, yes. I don't think I've seen it from start to finish, but like I have. Like, my family loves that movie. I loved Luca. Maybe it's biased because I'm Italian, but like watching Luca just made me hungry. Luca was really fun though. Greatest Showman has such a good soundtrack, man. Hi, welcome to Ty Talks about movie musicals. Yeah, I've definitely I've heard of Hilda. I saw some reviews of it when it first came out. It really, yeah, I've heard nothing but good things. Whenever something gets popular, you will always have a group of people who just really don't like it, just out of the fact that it's popular, you know. Um, which is, I mean, it's just kind of how the internet is, you know. Other contests like the Cars Adventures one, probably. As for what it is, if I were to do anything, it would probably be a Cars randomness themed one. Are we just putting down the lyrics to songs from Greatest Showman now? Good for you, Rashid. Good for you. I need to learn piano. I need to learn piano. I really do. For Christmas, I got an automaton, those weird like Japanese instruments, and I've been wanting to play that and learn how to play things on that. Cars Ignite Final Strike. I'm yet to finish it, but I really got to. I've just got it one of these nights. But violin, very nice. Violin is. I'd assume violin is incredibly tricky. Yeah, I got an automaton. I want to learn. I want to learn stuff on the automaton. But I want to learn piano. I've got it. I think you've seen in videos. My sister's room, which is where I usually do my live streams, she has a keyboard. Yeah, I've shown it to you guys because I showed in a past live stream the Queen music book that has the 20th Century Fox theme as part of it. But I really want to learn a. I really want to learn piano. Ty sings. Robin was literally telling me to start a music career once. And the thing with me singing is, I mean, I just like writing like the parody songs and just fun songs for videos. Um, But, sing a song. What do you want me to sing? What do I sing? I mean, I have a lot more songs coming up in a future video. Oh, you want me to do Never Gonna Give You? Ty would sing a song that would be callous. Maybe. I have a lot more parody songs coming up. For, what is it? Episode 16 of Errors and Inconsistencies is a parody song musical, because everyone liked Bad Diecast so much. I was like, you know what? I'm going to write like 7 more parodies of songs. So, you have that upcoming. So, there's about to be a lot more song parodies. I mean, there are so many things I could sing. I'm only gonna sing the worst suggestion. You want me to sing "Happy" by Pharrell Williams? You know what I'll do? I mean, there's so many good options out there. I could sing Jones Barbecue Foot Massage. Um, I could sing "Would You Like to Buy an O" from Sesame Street. I mean, I'm not sure how long the stream's gonna go on for. Probably like maybe like 20 more minutes. Shape of You. Guys, let's spend the rest of the live stream just singing Ed Sheeran, okay? Oh, the Taylor Swift parody. About that. Right. The Taylor Swift parody is still happening. Soon. Like, one of my videos will include it this week. Rubber Ducky from Sesame Street. Wait a second, guys. So remember how I said I was at my grandparents' house for this, right? I'm right by this closet. I'm actually in my mom's old room here, and that's where I'm live streaming. I'm right by their closet, and in their closet there is this terrifying Ernie from Sesame Street bathtub-shaped radio. Welcome, Ernie Radio. You've made your way into the T-Toy Reviews Thai lore. You're probably nearly 50 years old, 40, 50 years old. This is the Ernie Radio. He comes complete with rubber ducky, with a scary long neck. He's got on his back, he's got a tuning and a microphone. His battery is gone. This is probably dangerous. But, like, look at that hair. Look at that beautiful hair right there. Man. I'm sorry. I know this is the weirdest tangent for me to go on. But, like, look at that. I should do a weird products episode that isn't even I should do a weird products episode of just things I find at my grandparents' house. Yeah, thank you, Car Sheep. I'm glad somebody acknowledges my Jones Barbecue foot massage joke. Wow, look at that guy. I'm not singing Rubber Ducky, I refuse to. Chernobyl Ernie. Okay, this is Ernie. We're gonna have to put you back, buddy. Bert! I'm being put back in the... No, Bert! Ernie gets thrown back into the bin he's been in for the past 45 years. Goodbye, Ernie! Goodbye! There's a record in here. We could just put on some vinyl, dude. Alright, I'm back. Hot Receiver Bristles cover of Bad Diecast. I should do a full episode of Weird Produce. The fact that Rusty's takes like over half a year to work. I think it's I like your vehicles and I'd like to purchase them, but you keep on making ones that are bad. Oh. The fact that bad diecast exists within the Cars Adventures canon is very funny to me. Like, how does that song exist? Who made it? Like, what is it? Oh, yo, that's T-Foodview's Tie. Another alt account run by Drift King. How you doing? 3/4 of a year. I said over half. Okay, even 10 years is technically over half a year. Guys, my Guido Sings paparazzi video on my second channel like blew up for some reason recently on the subject of cars and songs. It completely blew up, and I mean I'm very proud of it. It's probably one of my favorite second channel edits, but I just checked there one night. It's like 7,000 views. I was like, what did I do? Why? Wonderfully made products. See, I've had people suggest in the past to do a video for completely normal, like do a video on completely normal products, and it's like I don't know if I could find enough that I would consider normal. What, the paparazzi video they keep recommending it to you? One of these days it's gonna get claimed. One of these days. It's not, it hasn't. I've had good luck. I'm gonna jinx it. Except right now, you're selling the alphabet. Sense of Grammar Alliance. Is that my other account? Kirby, a cameo. That's really clever. I'd like to, but I don't have any sort of Herbie, like, merchandise. Looking back at Cards Adventures, that's another thing I like to do. I did one episode of that my laptop broke. That was a fun week. Max Schnell's Pity. I don't know. I don't really feel like spending $20 on a pity when we've gotten a lot of the World Grand Prix pit crew. I'm gonna wait it out, honestly. Is it a bad idea? Probably, because it's probably not gonna be re-released and it's just gonna go up in price more, but for now I'm gonna not. For now I'm gonna hold off on that. Next Family Cars Adventures. I don't know if I'm gonna do it again. I mean, I probably should. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do that again. Blinker 182 proceeds to sing All the Small Things. I don't like how often I want to do more All Racers Go. My biggest regret for the most recent Cars Randomness, guys, is not doing a new All Racers Go. I need to make that into a series. That's something I would make into a series. Rusty's 95, hot take. It's a Small World is one of my favorite Disney rides. It was like one of my favorites when I was a kid, okay? I never found the song annoying. I know it's a controversial pick, but I never did. I always liked it. that Guido being confirmed didn't make it on the iceberg. I should do, on April Fool's Day, I should do a new iceberg video, which is all just straight lies. Did you guys know that Lightning McQueen was voiced by Channing Tatum? No, T-Food Reviews Ty is not a real thing. It's an alt account run by Drift King Reviewer that he made as a joke, based off of a video that I made. It's not legit, but I still quite enjoy it. Large Sarge in a small world. That's good. That car ride? You mean Test Track? That's not sponsored by Honda. I think it's Chevy. But okay. That's the Test Track you're talking about. I think it's sponsored by Chevy. But... Yo, Thomas was in Cars 4? Oh wait, well there are more. There were no next gen pities in the Pity Rebellion, so it's okay. My favorite movie is Redline, how'd you know? Here's a sneak peek at Cars 4 on SNL. Unfortunately, I think at least one person would believe that. Happy Honda days, T-Food Reviews Ty. Happy Honda days. Let me tell you guys how much I love Redline. It totally was not lazy. And the fact that it takes like an hour for the characters to do in the plot, 10 out of 10 solid filmmaking. I love the 20-minute opening action sequence of the tuners jumping on the roof of the hauler taking McQueen away. And I love the fact that like 80 minutes of it is dedicated to Rod Redline just hanging out in his base doing literally nothing. I also like the fact Winford, Bradford, Rutherford cameos, despite the fact that he's canonically dead, and the fact that there are a grand total of 3 Mias and Tias in one scene. And who can forget the fact that at the end of the movie, Rod Redline is revealed to be a wimp because I was lazy and didn't know how to end the movie. So he just kind of runs away. And who can forget the fact that he acts nothing like how he would have if he had turned evil. Need I continue? T, needlessly harsh to have passed. Pretty song hit. Making fun of Mattel forgetting characters. Okay, that's funny. But are there really characters they've forgotten about? I guess so. I don't know, guys. I know a lot of you really like. I know a lot of you guys really like Redline, but like, you know, I can't. I don't. I'm not a fan of my own work. I'm sorry. 21 guns, great. Yeah, the Blue Lemon, Rusty's 95. Why'd you have to bring that up? Everybody knows I love the Blue Lemon with headset. That's yeah, lemon number 31, exactly. The blue gremlin with the headset. I literally made a custom of him. And I don't like making customs based off of things from the movies, since there's always a chance they could be revealed like next week. Okay, but the blue gremlin with headset, the fact that he's not been made, he had a voice line. And Petrov Trunkov out here has a diecast, and he didn't even, Don Crumlin, but not blue gremlin with headset? Blue dabba dee dabba da. Yep. Yeah, lemon number 1, 2, 3, 4 is underrated, honestly. I prefer lemon number 2, 3, 6, 8 though. That's my favorite. Yeah, I really like all of the non-speaking characters. I love background characters. Why am I shaking the blue marker? That's wrong. Do you guys know it was in this very house that I filmed? Oh, wait. Blue girl with headset. And Guido. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, that's a good point. I like your Agent Sandra Cartrip. I like your perspective there regarding headcanon. Yeah. With all the background, I always say, like, you can never have enough background characters. As someone who runs a car series, I try to get as many background characters as I can, because then I can do stuff with them, Yeah, like, I'm about to bring Valerie V8 into Cars Adventures based off of the fact that she's on the city council to meet the cars, and I'm going to make her into a whole character, and I'm very excited. How many cars in my collection have I not reviewed? Robin Tails keeps a list for me. It's down to only about 60 at this point. As of each year, 25 suggestions has been knocking a lot of cars off that list. So. Ty proceeds to introduce Brush Herbert's 14 children. That was almost on the iceberg. Yeah, Bad Diecast is actually the original, and it was stolen. Yes, it was stolen. A song I released in 2021 was stolen and released in 2009. I think Lady Gaga is a time traveler. Yeah, Brush's 14 children almost made it onto the iceberg. If I were to put them in Cars Adventures, what would I even do with them? There are so many, man. The wrong blue marker. My favorite non-speaking character in the Tito Reviews Tie Cinematic Universe. The most underrated character in Tito Reviews Tie canon is the Green Ramon that Cars Keaton played in the Green Ramon review. Let's make more food puns. Let's not. I used to think, like, how cool would it be if I had, like, my own side cast that would occasionally appear in videos, and now I basically do, right? I have Creepy Santa. I have, remember the Brush Kerber review where he spoke? Like, I have, like, recurring characters, basically. I'm sorry, guys, for how loud I type. I've had complaints in my live streams on how loud I type. My parents tell me, I type too loud. Yeah, the TTTTCU, exactly. Ty Dynacone, fabulous. Ramon is rare. I don't think so. But thank you about the iceberg. Thank you. I got the iceberg uploaded at 12:13, like after midnight this morning, technically. But I made a promise to myself that I'd release it yesterday. Type aggressively. Yeah, I do. Like, that was just me typing to go to my channel page. Like, I don't know. Yeah, those two were canceled. Heike, with the one that looks like Heike, was canceled, as was the Carla one. Nitroid Crew Chief, very nice one. Lightning the Cannibal eats Greg Candyman under the excuse that he looked like a piston cupcake. Every copy of Cars Redline is personalized. Yeah, I tried to play a. No, that's not lipstick. That's my paint. I tried to play the iceberg completely straight, pretty much, and like not do joke or anything, or like try too hard to be creepy. The one time I do, I like make fun of it, sort of. It was my goal to just play it seriously. But Cars Ignite, regarding your question of time, I mean, I guess so. If any, but probably at some point. Hand one and hand two. These guys, look at how rare this appearance is right here. My two favorite characters in the Thai canon. We ever seen the McQueener product physically in Cards Adventures? I probably should, considering the fact that Studs McGirdle is making bank off of it right now. Not sure how long we're gonna go for. Probably not much longer. The Revolting Burger. Well, we've shown Revolting Burger the location. When is Bad Diecast going to be physically released? You want a CD of just one song I wrote? Okay, let me tell you the story behind popsicles. How did Sarge get so highly captured? The world will never know. Is it with the B-side of Good Diecast? No, guys, we'll release the demo tape. We'll release the Bad Diecast demo as the B-side. Good Diecast. So popsicles. Calling Kevin they would want to come back. So in 2014, just for fun, I filmed a series of videos called Cars Adventures. I never posted anywhere. That's where the current Cars Adventures gets its name. The one of the episodes I just filmed with a friend of mine who's over at my house, and it featured a bootleg, and he started shaking him around, going, "I like popsicles!" And that became a running as a reference to that in Cars Adventures. Now, it's not like I don't talk with him anymore. As I'm thinking of starting a podcast, I really like to do that, like a guest on each episode. And I was trying to think of names last night, and the first one I came to was calling it Bad Tycast. I think I might just call it the Tycast because Tycast sounds like Tycast and sounds like podcast, and I shoved my name into it. I talk about it on a stream, I don't really feel strongly about it. Really sorry about the mic. Uh, messed up. The bird? Where is the bird? I mean, I haven't seen him around, but like, if you see birds, just let me know. I don't know. I haven't seen him around. But... Yeah, I like to do a podcast. I really would, and I think the channel is at the point where I do at people on my podcast. That gets really. It's like, wait, did I say that at one point? I tried to write that is too dead. You know, I take great pride in being not cool, so that's okay. Um, yeah, I want to do a podcast, and I don't I think Tycast is a good name. I was gonna call it Bad Tycasts, and then like every guest I'd have on would be like, "What is the point of the name of your podcast?" And I have to be like, "Well, I named it a parody song." Proudly uncool Ty. Home Alone 21. When, when was I making jokes about Home Alone sequels? Did I do that before? I wrote a comic about Home Alone sequels once, like recently. Die podcast. Die podcast. No, I think I made that before, but I like to do that. I'll get some other people on. I don't talk about probably cars. Uh, what I'd like to do if I do a podcast is I'd like to do like something special with it. Maybe the guest random McQueen in the new car cannon cars adventure. Uh, Personally, McQueen in the new car or not, but I would love to make a McQueen in the new car episode. It wouldn't be canon. It's just too morbid. Podcast. Hold up, let me just call up my buddy Kevin Hart. Yeah, call up Kevin Hart. The guy who makes the jokes about the fact that he's not tall. No, I love Kevin Hart. Everyone loves Kevin Hart. Love Kevin Hart. My mic is alive for. Guys, I'm so sorry for my mic. McQueen of the new cars canon to cars adventure source. Trust me, bro. Hey, if something's canon, it's canon because I made this series. Is this better? I'm really sorry for my mic. I think this chair. This chair is really loud and creepy, and I think it's messing with my audio. I was trying to get Chris Rock on podcast. Yeah, let's call up. Let's get in contact with some legitimate uh some legitimate celebrities. We all know I'm in contact with Chris in the Chris Rock Johnson. Regarding the original Nomad, he's hanging out over here. Regarding who's on the podcast, it's gonna be their cars channel. That's what we talk about. I don't want it to be strictly I don't want it to be strictly about cars on the podcast. Doing a podcast, I want to be able to do like what I do on the live streams, where I can talk about basically anything. Like how now I want to talk about this lamp right next to me. Check this out. It's like a Luxo lamp hanging out over here. Am I gonna get Disney docked on it? I would love to. I think that'd be cool to get some of like the more like most iconic Cars channels on there, in addition to my like usual collaborators. So I could contact him about it probably. Hopefully. Let's get Iron Man on a podcast. Like, are we talking about Robert Downey Jr. or just straight up Iron Man, the fictional character? So you told you it's a Alexa lamp. The mic's better. What happened? Why is the mic better now? Is it because of the lamp? Just keeping the lamp in. Owen Wilson should be the first. It's just gonna be me doing a really bad Owen Wilson impression as the first guest on my podcast. What's up, guys? Wow. Now, guys, let's keep our petty feuds out of my live streams. All the on my podcast. Let's get all of them. Peters 1 through 3. That's what I'll do for the podcast. It'll just be me talking to me doing the Steve Urkel voice for an hour. But I mean, if there's any specific Cars channel you'd like me to try to get in contact for the podcast, definitely let me know, because I have some in mind. Cardboard cutout of Owen Wilson. I definitely have several people in mind. I'd really like to do it. This isn't Brickyardly. It's, but close enough. Let's get Will Smith on my podcast just so he could say it's rewind time. No, that's. Oh yeah, that is the genie from Aladdin. I was almost like, no, that was Robin Williams. Then I was like, right, yeah, the other Aladdin, the bad one. Sam's World of Cars vlogs, who used to be on like all of my live streams. Welcome. The car from Fortnite that says Kerchu. No, that's Ariana Grande. Well, you see, the thing is, there is no real James QnA. He's a fictional character from a movie that was fictional. But, you know, maybe the real James QnA was the friends we made along the way. Just some food for thought. Taylor Swift first guest, yes! Yes! Yes, let's get Taylor Swift on there. Can you get Harv? If you believe in the power of friendship. If you believe in the power of friendship, anything's possible. Let's get Taylor Swift on my podcast. Ask Harv if he's phone. Let's get Taylor Swift on the podcast so she can ask me why I keep making jokes about her. I mean, obviously, I can get in contact with Taylor Swift. Obviously. One of the most famous women in the world, me, kid on YouTube with 4,000 subscribers, of course, man. If you, Ty, somehow managed to get Taylor Swift on your podcast, I was laughing so hard my lungs fell out. Dude, that'd be so funny. The best Aladdin is obviously the one guy from the second Aladdin who was quickly replaced with Robin in the third one. Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Oh boy! I don't know, man, it's gonna be real expensive. It's gonna be real expensive. You want me on your podcast, you're gonna have to be paying me a lot of money. Lot of money, man! What if Creepy Santa was the host? The entire podcast is just me with my voice pitched shit. Creepy Santa. I mean, the whole podcast is just me playing Creepy Santa. You should get this guy. His name is Rusty's95. He's like the worst YouTuber. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, the Rusty's 95. I mean, the guy's pretty good at math, but Tyler Swift. YouTube as a person, guys. Let's get Susan Wojcicki Wiki on my podcast. Man, you got me. You got me. I am the real Lightning McQueen. I'm just in my human flesh right now. You got me. Is Herb still living? Yes, Herb is gonna be shown pretty soon in Cars Adventures. Herb will not be racing this season, though, because he's keeping a low profile. Wazowski, you're right, Susan Wazowski, I forgot. Get Lady Gaga and confront her about stealing my song. Exactly! Exactly! That's what we'll do. We'll expose. Exactly. But yeah, Herb currently in Cars Adventures is we should get Darman. I don't know, Jordan C. Productions. I think getting Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga would be far easier than securing you. I mean, I've tried to collab with you in the past, man, but your like rates, I have to pay so much to get you to do one of my videos. You're just too famous. I don't know why everyone thinks the Mac my car is rare. I've seen like 50 of them on eBay on a white background for $5. You should get that Thai fella on the podcast, right? Right? No, yeah, that's what your lawyers keep telling me, Jordan C. Productions. That's what your lawyers keep saying, that you don't have a mic. I hear that your mic, you do have one. I hear it's just an excuse and that your mic is like solid gold because you're just that famous. Like, I'd be honored with your presence on my podcast. Can I do a parody of the Rock's rap song? I've wanted to do a joke about Face Off in a video so badly, but if you play like 2 seconds of it, it gets claimed. It gets claimed for so little. Like, literally people's parodies. I guess whoever made it, you know? I wanted to reference it. I've had so many different places where I could play a clip from it that I've wanted to do, but I've been so scared of it getting claimed. I've had videos claimed in the past. And like, honestly, I think it might be worth it to reference just once. I love The Rock. The small animated car on the back of the final toupee. The diecast. The Rock's rap verse in Face Off gets stuck in my head far more than I'm willing to confess to. No, oh, you want me to do my favorite seat meme? Oh, I missed that. I should have done that on my second channel. Oh boy, my favorite seat! Yes, Book of Boba Fett. I have, as big of a Star Wars fan as I am, I've had pretty mixed opinions on it. I have really been enjoying it, though. The last episode, dude. Nobody say anything, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone in the chat. But, Batman does, in fact, appear, so... Bert should be on the podcast, but he's a fictional character. Well, Rusty's 95. You want me to read that? Are you trying to get me copyright claimed by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Do you guys know I have the same birthday as The Rock? That's like that is my biggest accomplishment in my life, being born the same day as The Rock. Like, I stopped celebrating my birthday, now I just celebrate The Rock's. By Data Filmer. I like to do a big Sarge. I got a comment earlier saying large Sarge in the small world. Yeah, Spock and Kirk were in Book of Boba Fett. Crazy. And Harry Potter. The scene where Harry Potter goes up to Boba Fett and he goes, and he goes, my precious, I want that ring. Crazy. Crazy, dude. Crazy, that scene. And then Frodo shows up, and he goes, he says that one spell from Harry Potter. Crazy. My sister, a few years ago, for my birthday, literally, painted a face on a rock and gave it to me for my birthday, because it's The Rock's birthday, and it's like my favorite thing I own. Sense of Right Alliance movie I saw last week. I do a pretty mean Joe Swanson. Hey, Peter! Well, that wasn't bad. I love Patrick Warburton. He's great. He was in Planes as Pulaski. Well, Rashid Reviews, in your absence, I got Taylor Swift on my podcast. She showed up for real. I don't think I could do a Shrek impression. Sometimes I'll say, get out me swamp, but not often. Donkey! Olgas are like onions. They have layers. Yeah, I can't. I've wanted to do a General Grievous for a long time. I've wanted to do a Cad Bane. I've wanted to do a Rocket Raccoon. I've wanted to do Ultron. I have a lot of impressions I want to do better. Bane. I do a pretty good Bane, though. Nobody cares who I was to put on the mask. I do everyone... everybody does a Bane voice, but I'm quite proud of mine. I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit or your body? Batman! How's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I was wondering if you can get something from the store for me. Forget that Joe Swanson had a person cat spinner's rap. He did! Tobey Maguire. What do you want me to say in my Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head impression? I would like to do a video of my impressions, but I don't really think it fits on my channel. But I would like to do a video of just all my different voice impressions that I do. I do a pretty okay Thanos. I do a pretty okay Kylo Ren. I can't do Elmo, I don't think. I can do a pretty okay Ernie, which I did earlier. I don't know why I do such a perfect Mrs. Potato Head. My other line! The one I left behind! I made sure to pack your angry eyes! My other eye! It's in Andy's room! Does she say literally anything else in any of... The Sword of Death Plague is not Sword of the Jedi would tell them, have you heard of it? 2022 mainline Sally is the old model, but at least Welcome to RS did the right one, and the color changer. Yeah. I thought we were getting somewhere, but it seems Vietnam is the right memo, just not Thailand. Does it sound like more? Homie! Okay, I guess. Lizzie! Like that? Is that... Lizzie becomes the Smash Bros. Announcer? Have I done this? I think I've done the Smash Bros. Announcer voice in at least one video. No, I'm not good with the cast of planes. I've barely seen, like, oh, you want it? I got a sick Minecraft villager impression. I could do them from Villager News, probably. Welcome to Villager News! Yeah, I think I can, What's his face from Kingdom Hearts? No chance against Lizzie. Sora? Or you say, like, Sephiroth? Let's have Sephiroth fight Lizzie. I mean, he's in Smash. They're both in Smash. I don't know the last time I've seen a Cars commercial, but I can try. New from Disney Pixar Cars! Wow, buy this! Wow! Something like that. No, Sora's a guy. Sora's a male. Yeah, that book, and there is one character in it that looks a lot like Jackson. Yeah, I was thinking that. You want me to get former President George Bush on my podcast? I don't know. I think you'd be more difficult to get than a former president, Jordan C. Productions. Yeah, Bert from the first Cars, the minor cameraman character. That's him. Forget about Waluigi. It was Bert. I considered doing a drawing stream today. Instead, we have this. And you know what? I think that's okay. Bye, Purple Tail. Thank you for joining in. I should probably go soon. It's been going on for a while. I'm really enjoying the stream, though. We're lagging. We're lagging. The podcast is just gonna be me like talking with other cars channels, talking about cars or not cars or whatever. Of course, the first episode will feature Taylor Swift as our guest. Wasted $10,000 on racer car bathwater. What do I do? That sounds like a you problem. Yeah, I'll see who I get on my live stream, on my podcast after Taylor Swift. Obviously, she'll be the first episode. Let's get to the part. Can my kindergarten? Oh, that would be. Oh, I love my kindergarten teacher. Yeah, let's get her. Oh, that would be such a funny episode, Piston 11, if I did that. That's really funny. I put 80 Piston Cup racers on an island for 24 hours. We're like Lightning McQueen, am I right? Guys, originally I was supposed to actually strike that match in that video. Obviously, in the end, I didn't, but... I'm glad I didn't, because I might have burned it to the ground. This is the part of the live stream where I inevitably just start going on about upcoming videos. Cars Adventures is going to be going every day until the end of this season, and then we'll take a break until the movie. Because this season is so big that I wish I had started it after the iceberg instead of having those two, like, stranded episodes from before it. But this season is huge, so if you are interested at all in seeing the Cars Adventures movie, I would not miss a single episode of this season, aside from... Some of them will be more one-offy, but still. Of course, Errors and Inconsistencies 15, which features one parody song at the end, and Part 16, which features a grand total of, like, 6. Yeah, BGM. I'll definitely get BGM if he's up to it, definitely. But before Cars Adventures the movie comes out, I will be doing those, like that musical episode. I'm gonna probably put up a poll soon for an upcoming video. Spent like $200 on cars in January alone. I think in January I spent a total of, I want to say $37 on cars. 38. I think I bought 2 things in all of January. One was the NASCAR 5-pack, and the other was Welcome to RS Luigi and Guido. Like, it's okay. I haven't spent, like, any of the money that I got for Christmas. I have an Amazon gift card just sitting around that I'm going to buy some cars with. I just haven't yet. Yes, that's true. That's a very obscure piece of T2 Reviews Tide lore. Thank you, Dinoco fan. I, by my own choice, have decided not to monetize my channel. But one of these days I will. I probably should. Because I don't have, like, a real, like, job. So at the very least, I think I should monetize my channel, and I probably will in the upcoming months. But you guys probably can't tell, because YouTube monetizes unmonetized videos, and they get all the money, so... Buying some cars, Amazon cars are like $50. Yeah, man, it's a $25 gift card. I could literally only buy 2 things. Pirates! The mini Giuseppe cars ignite. Sure, yeah. He's on the floor here. He's not done. I think he's basically done. He just needs his eyes redone. He needs his eyes redone. I'm working on it. The most obscure Cars fact I can think of. Watch my new iceberg video to find out. There are a lot. Just off the top of my head, I can't think of one that wasn't in the iceberg. I'm going to be doing a poll soon for what video I should do next. I talked about a lot of videos I want to make because of the iceberg. The thing is, no, I know, I'm just kidding. But thank you for watching the iceberg. Thank you to everyone for watching the iceberg. My favorite Cars movie, Wings. For months, I wasn't doing episodes of The Story Of or Have You Heard Of because of the iceberg, and now because I discussed so many obscure topics in that. The next episode of The Story Of should be coming out soon, being on all the canceled video game characters like I talked about in the iceberg. Originally, that was an entry on the iceberg, but it ended up going on for like 5 minutes, so I decided to just make it as its own video. I already have all the information about it, I just have to re-record it as its own video instead of as part of the iceberg, so that should be pretty easy. And that should be going up soon, probably. Other videos I plan on making, there are quite a few. Steve did not say pirates. He did not. It's not a Steve line. It came from my now deleted Disney World video, which I really need to re-upload. I love that video. I love that video. That's like my all-time favorite video. Anyway, guys, I think we should probably wrap it up. Stay tuned to the channel for stuff, obviously, you know, content. $70 total, jeez. Used to be a Cars Disney Plus spinoff called Roomba, yeah. I'm not going to do voice acting for Cars Adventures the movie since normal Cars Adventures doesn't have voice acting. Goodbye, Jordan C. Productions. I'll be speaking to your lawyers very soon. But stay tuned to Cars Adventures. This season already started off with a bang with the return of the Piston Cup. Today's episode is literally called The Return of the Piston Cup. And it's not going to feature an actual race, but it will feature like the beginning of the first race. Tomorrow's episode, as my schedule showed, is called Reading Between the Red Lines, and it's going to reveal a lot. For being just the 4th episode in the season, you're going to be shocked. They're playing what now? True story. One time I was at the dollar store a few months ago, and there was this guy outside of the dollar store playing Camila Cabello songs on the accordion. And I don't know what he was doing. I mean, I know what he was doing. I just said what he was doing. I don't know why he was doing that, but he was. That's my dream job. Yeah, it was Havana, yeah. That's my dream job. Dollar store. Outside dollar store Camila Cabello accordion player is my dream job, and it's what I hope I'm doing with myself 10 years from now. Or, you know, not even 10 years from now. That's what I should do tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm not going to school. Tomorrow, I'm going out to the dollar store with my accordion, and I'm playing Camila Cabello. And you can't stop me. Desperate. Just a Cars TV quiz show asking things like, can you define the word? Great. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this live stream. Follow your dreams, especially if they're related to playing Camila Cabello songs on the accordion. Can I name more than one song by her? Probably not. Yes, thank you, Rusty's95. It'll be a team effort. It'll be a team effort. Thank you. We'll do it together. You and me against the world outside the dollar store with our accordion and harmonica. I'll bring my kazoo. I'll bring my automaton. We'll be a whole band. What a joke to end the stream on. But no joke, that really happened in November, December. But I hope that guy's doing okay. I hope at least somebody in this world enjoyed his accordion cover of Havana outside of the dollar store. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye now. You know, I never used to be able to snap my fingers. I couldn't snap my fingers until the 8th grade. I couldn't. I used to, we will conquer the world with Havana. With nothing but Havana. Nothing will stand in our way. But yeah, I used to not be able to snap my fingers. Now I do it at the end of every video. But there you go. Okay. Well, I'll pretend to know all the lines to Havana, which I don't, but I'll pretend. You don't need to know all the words if you're playing it on the accordion, right? I mean, yeah. This is probably the time where I should go. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.